Alright, okay. Question 2. This is organic chemistry. This question developed from a November question paper from 2020. Okay, okay. In the description below uzothola ama-links for amanye ama-questions akhona kule question paper le from November 2020. Right. Question ethi ifundeka ngale ndlela le. The letters A to E in the table below represent 5 organic compounds. So A, B, C, D, E. Some of them are IUPAC names, some of them are structural formulas, and then we also have a chemical formula. Right, basically use the information in the table to answer the questions that follow. 2.1, but for compound D, sikhuluma ngo-compound D. Write down the homologous series to which it belongs. Pentane 2, 1. Okay, lena obvious. Question 2, pentane 2, 1. For 2.1.1, it's a ketone. This is a ketone. It belongs to homologous series for ketones, right? And then 2.1.2 ngifaka ku plural form because it's a homologous series. It's nama ketones amaningi, yabona? So that's why I need to put an S at the end of the name. Then to give the IUPAC name of a functional isomer. Alright. But sakhuluma ngo-compound D. This is pentane 2, 1. Let's draw a structural formula for this compound again. It's C. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pentane. This is a ketone. Okay. I-counting yami ngizoyiqala from the left to the right. Lana abathi sidraw a structural formula. I'm just drawing the structural formula for D for context. For context for a discussion yami la kule question. So 2 pelele. Yes. Omunye umntana angabeka le functional group ibe lana on the second carbon atom counting from right to left, but mina ngibeke the functional group counting from left to right, so it's 2 la. And so the 2 simply means the functional group komele ibe on the second carbon atom. Okay, now pentane 2, 1. So bati the IUPAC name of a functional isomer. Of a functional isomer. So bega a ketone has a functional isomer. Is a functional isomer with an aldehyde. A ketone and a aldehyde are functional isomers now. Now bagdiki aldehyde, but give the functional isomer for iloganj aldehyde. You're going to come out with a ketone. Now bagupe a ketone, but give a functional isomer uzophuma nani ne aldehyde. Now we know that iloganji aldehyde, that the functional group must be shifted to the end of your structural formula in order to get ilogai aldehyde from a ketone. So therefore ngizoshiftha le functional group ngibeke towards the end. Siyazi ukuthi the aldehyde, the carbonyl group is found at the end, at the extreme end of your structural formula. So now, so shift this functional group again. Naso. So nangi shifta loku kuza ngapha. The hydrogen carbon izo-occupy ngapha the hydrogen atom. 5 1 2 3 4 5 nazo-ke this is our aldehyde. So she shifted from ketone to a what? A aldehyde. So check out manje. Now the main chain, we need the IUPAC name for this aldehyde. Now into soyenza so counter carbon atoms in the main chain for 5. So this is pentanal for aldehyde. Aldehyde igcina ngo al. Now 2.2. 2.2, what you write down the IUPAC name of compound A. Compound A. Let's identify the functional group yala, the homologous series or the functional group for this compound. By the single bonds, ngiyabona ukuthi no, this thing is actually a alkane. But wait a minute, kune bromine musla. So this is a haloalkane. Since this is a haloalkane, it means that kwamele siqale sinikeze the halogen or the halide group priority over the branches. So it means that kwamele ngilo kanje ngi-identify the longest chain kuqala, which is this one. 1 2 3 4 5 6 carbon atoms. The main chain has 6 carbon atoms, and then I'll start counting from right to left. Why? Because bromine will be given the lowest number. Right? Will be given the lowest number. So it's 1 2. All right, at the end is so 2.1. An IUPAC name will have a prefix, a stem or main chain, and then even a suffix. So the prefix izosinikeza ini ama branches. In this case, the branch of color is 1 2. So it's 2 bromo. 2 bromo. We also, if prefix involve wonke amaloganje ama branches. And then sibana 1 2 2 bromo, 3 4, and 5 diethyl. And then 1 2 3 it's 1 2 3 4 5 4 5 dimethyl. And then the stem, the main or the carbon chain in a 1 2 3 4 5 6 what? 6 carbon atoms. So now sesitila nani sesikhuluma ngelo kanye stem ke manje. The stem is hex. Hex. Since it's a haloalkane, it means izo-enda ngobani? Ngo-ane, as if it was a alkane. Angisho an alkane and a haloalkane and a suffix efanayo. So this is the stem, which is hex, and then the suffix is ane, meaning it belongs kuphi? Uma haloalkanes. 2.2.2 structural formula of compound E. Compound E. It's 2.2.2. Compound E is what? It's 4-methyl pent 2-in. Pent 2-in. Now So pent means what? It's now 5 carbon atoms in the main chain. This is the stem. 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5, né? And then if we count from right to left, siyabona ukuthi 1 2. On the second carbon atom sinani sine triple bond, because the suffix is the homologous series. The suffix simply says this is the homologous series. Identify homologous series. The homologous series is what? Alkyne. So therefore the second carbon atom is obanani, the triple bond. That's where the triple bond is color code. And then basically on the fourth carbon atom, 1 2 3 4, on the fourth carbon atom sinani ne methyl nayi methyl yethu ke, nayi methyl yethu. Then I can fill in the missing atoms, which are my hydrogens. No, lana ngidingi, the carbon atom is already 4 bonds, including this one. So lana ngizobane hydrogen. So this is the structural formula for E. Compound B, but the compound B is a primary alcohol. Write down the meaning of the term primary alcohol. Primary alcohol. Okay, primary alcohol. Primary alcohol 2.1 no 2.3. This is 2.3. Compound B is a primary alcohol. Now siyazi ukuthi a primary alcohol is this one. The hydroxyl group will be the carbon bonded to the hydroxyl group the carbon atom bonded to the hydroxyl group will be bonded to the vicinity. The closest carbon atom bonded to this carbon atom is over 1. This carbon atom attached to the hydroxyl group will be bonded to 1 carbon atom. That's the definition of primary alcohol. So therefore a primary alcohol sizoti the C atom, the carbon atom bonded to the hydroxyl or OH group is bonded to only one other carbon atom, So that's the definition of a primary alcohol. Now we have a compound B reacts with another organic compound X, with another organic compound X. Okay, I'm not compound X now on the table above, but compound X is just another compound, a reactor on a compound B, which is an alcohol. But okay, this is a primary alcohol, and this will react on a compound X to form compound C. Voila, compound C, because of the COO, C identifier as a ester. So therefore the alcohol you react on a compound X to form an ester. Siyazi ukuthi there's a reaction which angeke ngimention yet, ne? When alcohol is reacting on something to form an ester. What's that something, Gonj? That's compound X, and that something is a carboxylic acid. Is a carboxylic acid. All right, now baphinde basibuza futhi, but write down the type of reaction that takes place where compound B reacts with another organic compound X, mentioned carboxylic acid, a alcohol compound B with a carboxylic acid compound X to form an ester. So this type of reaction, that's the question, Lana. What's this type of reaction? Esterification reaction. Sometimes not babies are condensation reaction, but preferably gamma esterification reaction. Lana bathi the IUPAC name, write down the IUPAC name of compound X. So bheka-ke manje. Asiname this compound, compound C, 2.3.2. For context, okay, now for context, yeah, now this is so. All right, let's name this compound, Leila. This compound is actually a ester, né? But the IUPAC name for this compound is actually associated with an ester has two parts in its name, né? An ester has two parts in its name. The first part it represents the alcohol. The second part it represents the carboxylic acid part. So it's a alcohol name plus the carboxylic acid name. So that's the name of an ester. An ester has a two-part name. The first part is from the alcohol, and then the second part is from the carboxylic acid. So during the esterification process, kufomeka amanzi as well, and the OH, the OH from the carboxylic acid is a bond with one hydrogen coming from the hydroxyl group from the alcohol to form amanzi. So this part if we are from the alcohol, alcohol, and this alcohol in how many carbon atoms in 3. So this alcohol is actually what? Methanol. It's propanol. It's one propanol or prop. C3H8O is actually a 1-propanol or propan-1-ol. Why it's 1? Because this is a primary alcohol. Therefore, the first hydroxyl group is on the first carbon atom. So therefore, identify the alcohol part of the name for ester. Now the second part is the carboxylic acid. So we know how many carbons the carboxylic acid? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is butanoic acid. It's butanoic acid. So therefore, from that, saying about okay, the compound X reacting 1-propanol, it's actually butanoic acid. It's butanoic acid. So as I IUPAC name for ester, but from the structure saying about okay, this part it's actually the alcohol, and then this part is coming from the carboxylic acid, and the main chain in 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atoms. So that makes it a butanoic acid. So I believe this is the last question, is it? Yeah, this is the last question. 2.3.3 is the last question, and the answer it is butanoic acid. So thanks for watching. Ngizokubona on the next video, but in the description below now click on one of the links lapha uzongizwa ngifundisa futhi nawawaclicka nje uzongizwa ngifundisa. And nangabe uyi-enjoyile this video, please share nabangani bakho, leave a comment in the comment section, asikhulume asidebate lapho, ne? And then nangabe new to this channel, please consider subscribing. Please iyayinceda le channel. Yabona nawupressa lo like loya, the algorithm iphusha ama-videos wami to the top so that amanye ama-students azokwazi ukuyibona, and then nami yangi-encourage ukuthi ngenze more videos for this channel, to create more content for this channel, yabona. So that's the only thing I ask from you guys, and thanks for i-support yenu. Ngizonibona kule video elandelayo. Peace for now. Bye bye.